shells. Look at this is like 20 minutes of snorkeling around. Lightning bolts. I just want to talk about how amazing it is if you look between the cracks and crevices. Oh yeah, pour it in here. Look, you come down at night. Look at him there. He's inside there. See him? That's his little body. So for those of you that don't know, last night, 4 mighty men went out in the dark. But Yahweh provided a light. Does anybody know what light was provided to us so that we could hunt last night?
From Yareach.
What is that? Who knows what that is? What was full and bright and beautiful last night? The moon. Yes! When the moon is big and bright, do you know what that means? Go out and hunt. This is an opportune time because the other critters, they're out hunting because they can all see each other at night, which is so wild. Not all of them have flashlights, right? Does anybody know a fish with a flashlight? But they do have moonlight. And they had moonlight, and so they were out in frenzied and excitement. And they were all eating and trying to eat each other, and it was wild. So he sent 4 of us out there. And you know what we found?
What?
Those fish. Yes!
We
had 4 men. We had 4 different weapons. This man here, hold fast. Tell us about your weapon of choice.
The bow.
The bow. Who knows what tribe is commanded to teach their children the bow? Judah, the house of Yehuda. We had the bowman there. We also had a mighty spearman. Over here, Lane, the dragon slayer, slaying with all his might in a savage spear. And behind, and he carried a different kind of spear. And I took a knife. And we went into the wilds of the north. Missouri's southern part of the state. It was crazy. From those waters, we began to pluck fishes out, put them in our pockets, and keep going on. Good thing someone brought a linen pocket made into a bag. Thank you, Linenite. Bags were provided, and as we went and hunted along, we'd get one here, miss that one there, get another one here, and we began to fill our pockets. Kurt over there filled his pockets first. His pockets were so full that the fish were literally falling out and flying themselves down the river, dead, waiting to be found again. We found them later, hours later. Miracles. Then, at the end of the night, after we were all tired and exhausted, and Sam had fired so many shots into the ground, seeking the death of a fish, Yahuwah appointed this fish, the great fish, often referenced in scriptures as the great fish. This great fish rose from the depths in the middle of the night and was spotted by Lane. Lane grabbed his spear. Where's your spear? He grabbed his spear and he ran it through. And that fish, the great fish, took off and left him groaning and moaning. No, he's getting away. And soon, Sam came running over with his bow in his hands, and he fired at the fish, right in its head. But the fish didn't care. He went on and he kept going. And there, in the darkness, Kurt was found. Kurt stabbed once and ran him through and did not strike again. And then, in that moment, I jumped in.
Mary.
Pinned to the ground, the fish was fighting and fighting and fighting, and his giant lips
Careful.
were visible. Dreadful, marvelous creature. There, I hipped him up, shoved my hands through its gills, and cut off the back of its neck, severing its spine. The great fish was still. We worked our way back the rest of the night, caught giant turtles, even more fish. I got a snapping turtle. Oh man, he scares me. Oh, 2 days. Took me 2 days to get him. I tried last night, and he swam ahead of me. I tried to grab his tail, but he got away. Look at him. Huge mouth. These are not like the other turtles. His, oh no! And if you notice, his shell is much smaller than other turtles, so he has to guard himself and make up for it. And his neck can come out real far. Real far. It doesn't look like it right there, but when he wants to, he'll shoot that thing out like a snake. Very quick. You want to put a branch? Let's see. Let's see. You hear him hissing? You may not want to. He may not. He's just mode defense. But you see his big clawed feet, big massive tail, huge tail. But normally you don't get to see this side of the turtles. Look at that neck coming out. See that neck coming out? He can turn back and bite even back behind himself in his head to guard himself. But this is a common snapping turtle, different than the alligator snapping turtle. His shell is all smooth. You won't see any of those big spikes like an alligator. These are impressive creatures. Look at that. Oh, you're so awesome. What a thrill of the hunt. He tried to evade me, but I snuck up on him, grabbed him from behind. That's my favorite way to catch him. Just like that. He is definitely male. Anyways, a great hunt. You gotta feel that heart-pounding action. He lives right over here under that tree, those roots of that tree. That's his like domicile. It's a great time. Anyways, go outside, enjoy nature, and live dangerously. Catch creatures that could destroy you. Here we go. Look at that. Awesome. Praise you, Yahuwah, creator of amazing creatures. Wow. Woo! The rest of the night, caught giant turtles, even more fish, until our baskets were full. And we brought them back, gutted them out, and have prepared them this day. This is the blessings of what Yahuwah has provided us. And we also have the blessings of what Yahuwah has also provided us from the grain. We have barley that was brought from the far reaches of Oregon, lands of the north, all the way down here. Purple barley for us to partake in. Now, does anybody know about barley loaves? Let's hear about this for a second. I heard one time this story about Yahusha hanging out with a whole bunch of people. This field's totally full of people. All the whole field as far as you can see. And somebody got hungry. Anybody like snacks? Who likes snacks? Who likes to eat? Definitely, I do. Well, there was all these families and children running around and they were like, we're hungry. The problem is they were way out in the wilderness, like the desert. Where are they gonna get food? They can't just go over and get the mulberry leaves and the mulberry trees and the delicious sassafras leaves. There was nothing. But there was something there. Let's hear about it. Yochanan, chapter 6. Who brought a physical sword with them tonight? If you did, I'll buy you a sword. Nope. Shucks. Let's see if you do that mistake twice. Don't come to evening meals without your sword, lest you be defenseless. Now, Yochanan chapter 6. After this, Yahusha went away to the other side of the Sea of Galilee, that is the Lake Kinneret, and a large crowd was following him, because they saw his signs which he did on those who were sick. And Yahusha went up on a mountain, and there he sat down with his Talmudim. So everyone sit down. Sit down, unless you're filming. Sit down. Sit down. Good. And the Pesach was near, the festival of the Yahudim. Then Yahusha, lifting up his eyes and seeing a large crowd, towards him, said unto them, to Philippos. Who's Philip? Does anybody remember Philippos? He's one of Yahusha's what? Who is he? Remember?
Disciple.
Yes! Disciple, taught one, his Talmudim. He said, where shall we buy bread for them to eat? And Philippos, he said, trying him, testing him. So Yahusha's testing him. Ooh. Anybody ever been tested? Yeah, he's about to get tested. Let's see how he does. For he himself knew what he would do. And Philippos answered him and said, 200 pieces of silver worth of bread is not sufficient for them, for every one of them would just receive a little. One of his Talmudim, Andre, the brother of Shimon Kifa, said to him, here's a boy. There's a boy. That's what he said. Who has 5 barley loaves. 5 barley loaves. And 2 fishes. But what are they for so many people? How are you going to feed so many people with just 5 little loaves of bread and 2 fish?
Chop it up.
Chop it up, and everyone gets a real tiny bite. Would you still be hungry? I would. For sure. We're going to need more than that. And Yahusha said, make the people sit down. Now there was much grass in the place, and the men, numbering about 5,000, sat down. And Yahusha took the loaves, and having given thanks, where's those loaves? He took the loaves, perhaps of purple barley. And a purple Bible. And he took the loaves, and having given thanks, we thank you, Yahweh, for providing us this bounty. Your blessings be upon us and your people forever. He distributed them to the Talmudim, and the Talmudim to those sitting down. Take some and pass it. To those sitting down, and the same with fish, as much as they wanted. So is that just a little bite, or is it all of it, Arwen? Ariel?
All of it.
All of it. So they got to eat as much as they wanted, not just a little bite, as much as they wanted. And when they were filled, so everybody got filled up, and when they were all done, he said to his Talmudim, gather the broken pieces that are left over so that none gets wasted. So they gathered them and filled 12 baskets with broken pieces of the 5 barley loaves which were left over by those who had eaten. Then the men, having seen the sign that Yahusha said, this is truly the Navi who is coming to the world. What's that referencing? Sorry, Deuteronomy 18.
Deuteronomy 18, yeah. He's the one that his brother.
Hear him.
Like Moshe, that's right.
Then Yahusha, knowing that they were about to come and seize him, that they might make him sovereign, withdrew again to the mountain alone by himself. This is barley bread. This is a fish's head. Yahuwah can provide for you no matter how much you bring. But we must be faithful to go and seek it out diligently, like a man who finds treasure. He's willing to sell everything he has to go get the treasure that he found. This is the treasure we have found. We thank you, Yahuwah, for giving us your word. So let us eat and enjoy Yahuwah's bounty.